picture, and every piece seems to fall into place. You're the moment when I know that I will never be the same. And every word that I could find in the corners of my mind will never be enough to let you know. This love is the best thing I have found. Like a garden bursting through the ground. Every hope brought to life. Every day I realize this love is the best thing I have found. You're the best thing I have found. We're an ocean, a gentle power that could never be contained. Moving softly, like the rain that falls and dances on the plains. And every word that I could find in the corners of my mind will never be enough to let you know. This love is the best thing I have found. Like a garden bursting through the ground. Every hope brought to life. Every day I realize this love is the best thing I have found. You're the best thing I have found.
Yai, nai, nai, nai. Yai, nai, nai, nai. Nai, 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 nai. Nai, nai, nai. You're singing in the crowd. Let's do it again. Yan, nai, 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 nai. Yan, nai, 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 nai. Yan, nai, 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 nai. Yai, nai, nai, nai. Yai, nai, nai, nai. Yai, nai, nai, nai. Nai, 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 nai. My name is Rabbi Aaron Miller. I have the great joy of working alongside Ori and have gotten to know Lisa well over the past months together. And what a joy it is, what a joy this moment is. By the sound of it, there are a lot of people out there, which is great. There are a lot of people in your lives, a lot of people in your lives. That said, each of you means something really special. Just by virtue of you being here, each of you means something extraordinary. For Lisa, for Ori, you are not just a part of their lives, you are in many ways their lives. And we celebrate that with this signing of a ketubah. So ketubah goes back. This is an ancient custom. It goes back thousands of years. Originally, it was much more legalistic. Now, as ketubahs have evolved and as weddings have evolved, this has evolved from essentially being something that you would sign contractually and put in a safety deposit box to be retrieved when your child's having a bar or bat mitzvah and you need to remember your Hebrew name. Anybody sign one of? Yeah, exactly. Now it's a work of art. I mean, it's stunning. This really did turn out well. So we are going to read this work of art because it is more than just art. This is something holy. באחד בשבט בשישה עשר יום לחודש תשרי שנת 5,784 Lisa, the Ori
תתרפו זה לזה בנכואות משפחה וחברים על ידי כניסה לברית הנשואין בלבבות אלוזים. On the first day of the week, the 16th day of the month of Tishrei, in the year 5784, corresponding to the 30th day of September, in the year 2023, Lisa Ratner and Ori Hoffer join each other. I am my beloved's, and my beloved is mine. Let our love provide us with the courage to fulfill our shared dreams. We offer support for personal growth, and we will be honest, loyal, and devoted to one another as we create a loving future together. May we treasure life's joys. May they be many with gratitude and be sensitive to each other's needs. As we joyfully enter into this covenant, may our lives be intertwined forever. We promise to treasure, support, and respect one another. Each day we will deepen our relationship, listen compassionately, and accept and understand one another. Our home will be a place of warmth, generosity, and most of all, love. I know it is. These are our promises from this day forward. We are as one. All of this is valid and binding. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So a ketubah is, in this day and age, it is a work of art. I don't know how much art you have in your house, but I hope that this is I hope that this is something that people see right away. And I also hope that as people read this text, that they look below to less neat script and ask, so who signed this? So we're going to take a moment, though you both need no explanation, to have you sign your ketubah. I'm going to ask you before, you'll sit when you sign it, just to take a breath before you do. Don't rush into the signing. Are either of you righties? Lefties, you're both lefties, sorry.
Righties.
Both righties, no lefties. That's what I meant to ask. So, Lisa, come on over. Ask you to take a seat. That train is not going to last very long, just no matter what you try to do.
It's already really.
That's fine. It always happens. Always happens. Always happens. So I've already tested the pen. So take a breath. Mazel tov! That's all you got to do.
Okay.
All right. Take a seat. Mazel tov. Mazel tov. Mazel tov. Thank you. All right, you please rise, as they say where I'm from. You have so many friends here, and that's what both of you do with your lives. People gravitate to both of you. But there are two very close friends who we want to celebrate today, Topher Wolf and Michael Burchell. This is a big moment, right? I mean, you're, on the one hand, you're just signing, but what this reflects for the two of you is years more of friendship and devotion to these two. There are, again, many special people in their lives. But in this moment, they've chosen to celebrate the two of you for what you have brought to their lives and for what you will continue to mean to them. And so here's my hope as you sign this ketubah. When people come in and look at this, they'll try to read the Hebrew, they won't be able to. They'll read the English, it'll be beautiful. But then I hope that they ask, so who signed this ketubah? And I hope that the stories that Lisa and Ori have to share about the two of you are recent. So may you continue to play a beautiful role in their lives as you have already. I'm sorry, who's Lisa's?
I am.
You are. So Michael, I'm going to ask you to sign first. So we'll pull up this chair. That's right.
No hesitation.
This guy gets a hug too. All right, Topher. Beautiful. I think the Amazing Signature Award goes to Topher. Look at all these signatures. Look like they're signed by the same person. That's fantastic. Who knows?
Like a weird swiggle.
In its modern form, is an affirmation of why you are here, why the two of you are here, why the two of you are committing your lives to each other. It captures a moment when things are stressful, sure, but things are good. Things are good. You have most of the people here who love you, who care about you. Life is full in this moment and blessed in this moment. This reflects who you are when you're blessed. It also, I pray, in moments when things feel less blessed, and there might be those chapters in life, please, God forbid, many. But in those moments when things are difficult, I pray that the two of you look at this ketubah, which will be hanging on your wall, and remind yourselves of who you are, right? This is your anchor. This is your anchor for who you are when you are in life's joyful moments, and also who you are when life throws its challenges your way. This is always who you are. This is who you aspire to be. And I pray that this text, that Topher and Michael, that all of the people who are here to celebrate this ketubah signing with you, and everybody out there who are so loud we can hear them from our ketubah signing room, help guide you, love you, and support you along the way. This is your anchor, this ketubah. And I pray that with this on your wall and with these values in your heart, that you continue to go from strength to strength. So we're not done yet. We have a wedding to do. This is the first part. But I do want to share that sometimes, well, it's customary, I should say, for parents to pass down a blessing to their children. I know that as Carol and Carol, as you bless this couple in this time, that you wish that Jimmy and Gidon were next to you, that their presence be here as well. I will say this, that of the many, many things that parents can give to children, the greatest blessing is an example in their best moments for what love can be. And even though Jimmy and Gidon are not here, the gifts that they have shared with you in their lifetimes live on and are very present here as the two of you commit yourselves to each other. And so I'm going to ask Carol and Carol to please rise. Bruchim habayim, b'shem Adonai. Blessed are you who have come here in the name of God. Yivdu et Adonai b'simcha, bohu lefanav, virnana. Serve Adonai with joy. Come into God's presence with song. We rejoice that Lisa and Ori join in marriage in the presence of God and loved ones. Mi adir al hakol, mi al hakol, mi al hakol, mi baruch al hakol, mi gadol al hakol, hu yivarech chatan v'chala. O most awesome, glorious, and blessed God, grant your blessings to the bride and the groom. Lisa and Ori, the two of you, stand beneath this chuppah, this symbol of the Jewish home, on a day where we celebrate what you need in life and what you don't. The chuppah, as you'll notice, is just the barest essence of a home. There are no walls, there are no windows, there are no doors, there is hardly a roof. The chuppah, though, the covering, was crocheted, Ori, by your grandmother Helena. And I know that her presence, her love, and your family's love is here and present in this time and space. The two of you celebrate Jewishly what a home can be and what a home should be. This Jewish home harkens back to the very first Jewish home in our people's story. The Jewish home created by Abraham and Sarah, our first patriarch and matriarch, whose tents, unlike the tents of their neighbors, were open, not closed. Our rabbis teach that on the one hand, their tents were open to model what hospitality can be, but our rabbis go on to say that their tents were open so that they could show the world what love can be. Abraham and Sarah are considered to be the first people in all of human history to love each other. And their tents were open so that passersby could look in and see what love can bring to the world and what love can bring to another person. And that's why we are here. That's why this room is full with family and friends, people who have loved you your whole lives, who care about you, who are here with you. We are here to look in at this love and know what love can be. And so we celebrate this day, surrounded by loved ones whose joy and prayers are with you here. You stand at this chuppah, this symbol of the Jewish home. May the home that you create be a shelter against the storm, a haven of peace, a stronghold of faith and love. We are going to join together in a prayer of gratitude. You both know in your lives that life has its high moments and life has its valleys as well. But to be here, to be in this day, to be in this moment, to come to this chapter of your life is such a joy and such a blessing. And so we have a prayer that we say at every one of life's chapters, beginning anew for a blessing, She'achianu. And if you are familiar with this blessing, I invite you to join with me. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehechianu vekimanu vehigianu lazman hazeh. Amen, everyone. Amen. We praise you, Adonai, our God, ruler of the universe, who has given us life, sustained us, and brought us to this joyous time. In this union, the sacred work of creation goes on. God joining man and woman, God planting the divine likeness within them. Man and woman were created in the divine image, our Torah teaches. Male and female, God created them. May the union of Ori and Lisa animate the divine in each of them, and may each help the other to grow in God's likeness. We are going to ritually begin with a kiddush, with a prayer said over wine. Lisa, which is yours? The smaller one. This kiddush cup, Lisa, was from your grandmother Tootsie. And what a beautiful moment to bring in your family's story, your family's love, to celebrate, as we will with other ritual items, that this is a new chapter for you, but it is the continuation of the greatest hopes and dreams now realized of those who've come before you. And so with your grandmother present here in so many ways, we raise a glass. I should also say that Kiddush is a prayer said over wine, but it's symbolic for all of the joy that God metaphorically poured into creation. All of the joy of creation is in this moment, in this time, in this room, in this space, in the hands of the person you are holding right now. There's so much joy here, all of the joy of the world. And so for a blessing of wine, a blessing of joy, we raise a glass and we will join in Kiddush. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen lechaim. You'll take a sip and then you'll pass to Ori. Okay.
Just a sip.
Just a sip. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'yitir lanu et hansu'in v'hansu'ot lanu al yedei chuppah v'kiddushin. Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh amo Yisrael al yedei chuppah v'kiddushin. We praise you, Adonai our God, ruler of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot and consecrates this marriage. We praise you, Adonai our God, who sanctifies our people Israel through kiddushin, the sacred rite of marriage at the chuppah. And so before we continue in our traditional vows, I know that the two of you have written vows to share with each other. Lisa, I'm going to ask you to share yours first.
Ori, my honey bear, my everything, my one true love. Over the years, I would say a little mantra to myself, borrowed from a Jerry Band song by the late, great Jerry Garcia. All good things in all good time. All good things in all good time. It's been a long and winding road which has led me right here, right now, standing in front of you, holding your hand, in a place we love, surrounded by our favorite people on our wedding day. And as Lizzo would say, it's about damn I've been fortunate enough to have lived in some incredible locales, from Pittsburgh to Vermont, Santa Barbara and San Francisco. And while I felt a strong sense of place and connection, there was always a piece of me wanting to be somewhere else. That is, until I met you. I now feel at home no matter where I am, as long as I'm with you. From the moment you took my hand on our first date 6 years ago, walking me to my car like a nice Jewish boy, I felt a spark in the beginning of something. And over time, that spark turned into a flame, which turned into a fire, providing me with a new sense of warmth and comfort that I had never felt before. Since that first date, we've talked or texted every day. We've made it through some major highs, lows, twists, turns, together, walking side by side, hand in hand. I can't imagine my life without you, Alana, Fonzie, our little family and cozy house that we've made a home on the North Virginia, D.C. border. I'm happiest when I'm with you, whether we're exploring a new country, taking Fonzie for a walk, or rocking out in the car with Alana to Harry Styles' Music for a Sushi Restaurant. You understand me fully, sometimes more than I know myself. Your smile and eyes can tell me things without saying a word. You give me purpose, you make me feel loved, and you make me feel safe. I promise to support you in all your dreams and endeavors, to laugh with you in times of joy and to hold you in times of sorrow. I promise as we grow old together, I will always hold your hand. And the next time someone asks me to make a wish, I can say with all my heart, just like Sam at the end of 16 Candles, it already came true. I love you.
Don't get ahead of yourself. I mean, if you let me, I'm happy to.
Give it a minute.
All right. It's all good things. I'm sorry. I'm just thinking of the right words to say. I know they don't sound the way I planned them to be. That certain night, the night we met, there was magic in the air. When you smiled at me, it started a symphony, a sweet, sweet symphony that all heaven and earth joined to sing. We talked, and everything around us just fell away as if we were the only two people there. As our love grew, we traveled the world to some of the busiest cities on the planet, but it's easy because it doesn't matter where we are or what we're doing. I'm with you, and that's all that matters. We've built a beautiful life together, and whether it's just us or with Alana, it's a life filled with love and trust, snuggles and laughter, acai bowls and teen drama, but thankfully only televised teen dramas. Our house may have an address on the front, but our home is wherever I'm with you. People often call their partner their rock or their anchor, even if it's one tied with a silver chain. But that implies that the other is weighing them down or holding them back. Lisa, you have been my ladder, the thing to lift me up when I'm down, or my sail propelling me forward to be the man, the father, and the husband that I can be. During the high holidays a few weeks ago, I read Psalm 27, which starts in Hebrew, Adonai Ori, or God is my light. The footnotes in the Siddur said that today we think of my light being something that, quote, pierces the darkness of ignorance and despair, bringing comfort and hope. You have been Ori for me, and I want to be that for you. This is only the beginning of what I want to feel forever. And I promise to love, cherish, and adore you, to support and encourage you, and to be by your side through all of life's ups and downs. So let me do the dishes in the kitchen sink and put you to bed when you've had too much to drink. I want to grow old with you, and I promise you I will.
And now, I ask you in the presence of God and this assembly, do you, Ori, take Lisa to be your wife, to love, to honor, and to cherish?
I do.
And do you, Lisa, take Ori to be your husband, to love, to honor, and to cherish?
I do.
Lisa and Ori, you will speak the words and exchange the rings that make you husband and wife.
In a minute, he knows. He's done this before.
And hold the ring there and look into the eyes of your beloved. Our rabbis teach that when we consecrate ourselves to each other, we do so with the ring on the right index finger. There's something special about this finger. It is directly connected by a vein to the human heart. There's no other part of the body with that direct connection other than this finger. And so we celebrate in this moment of consecration, in this moment of dedication. We celebrate that it is not just love, although I can feel it. We can all feel it. It's not just love that brings you beneath the chuppah. It's not just love that will sustain a relationship for the many, please God, happy years to come. But it's acts of love. It's the love that you give with your hands, with your full self. It's the love that you bring into the moments and the minutes of your lives. That's what brings a love from strength to strength. And so the feeling of love is here and is present, but when we consecrate ourselves to each other, we are committing ourselves to a lifetime of giving that love away. And so, Ori, as you look into the eyes of your beloved, I will ask you to repeat these words after me. Hare,
Hare,
at, mikudeshet,
Mikudeshet,
li, bitaba'at,
Bitaba'at,
zo, kedat,
Kedat,
Moshe,
Moshe,
v'Yisrael.
V'Yisrael.
Be consecrated to me
Be consecrated to me
with this ring
as
my wife,
my wife,
in keeping with the heritage
in keeping with the heritage
of Moses and Israel.
of Moses and Israel.
Beautiful. Now you'll take the ring and place it on Lisa's ring finger. And Lisa, I'm going to ask you to do the same. To take this ring, to place it on Ori's right index finger, and to look into, hold it there, and to look, to look into the eyes of your beloved, and to repeat after me. Hare,
Hare,
ata,
mikudash,
li,
li,
bitaba'at, zo, kedat, Moshe,
v'Yisrael.
Be consecrated to me
Be consecrated to me
with this ring
with this ring
as my husband,
as my husband,
in keeping with the heritage
in keeping with the heritage
of Moses and Israel.
of Moses and Israel.
Beautiful. I'm going to ask you to take the ring and place it on Ori's ring finger.
Wonderful. Looks good on you, buddy.
Thanks.
Baruch atah Adonai Mekadesh Amo Yisrael al Yedei Chuppah v'Kiddushin. We praise you, Adonai our God, who hallows our people Israel through this sacred rite at the Chuppah. In a moment, we're going to join in our Sheva Brachot, in our 7 blessings. 7 in our people's tradition is it is a number that celebrates 2 things at once. This is Sheva Brachot is the number that celebrates the 6 days that God used to create the world. And as the 2 of you stand here, you have each created in your own way so much in your lives, so much to be proud of, so many accomplishments that you've enjoyed and brought to your lives and to the world. And we take a moment to remember, as God created the world, it's not the world that was holy, it was the 7th day. It was that day of rest. It was that day of settling into creation that God brought to the world. The 7th day is what makes the other 6 holy. And in a way, when we celebrate these 7 blessings, it is the person whose hand you're holding. You are each other's 7th day. You are the one who makes life good and holy for each other. And so long as you have this person's hand to hold, you know that the world is a good and rich and full place. And so we're going to do 2 things. The first thing I want to share is that I will be, on behalf of everybody here, raising a Kiddush cup. Ori, this is from your grandmother, Helena, of chuppah fame. And today is the day where we celebrate not just 1 Kiddush prayer, but 2. It's doubly joyful. And so to help us celebrate, I would like to call forward in order, please. Ronit Hofer, Matt Schwartz, Carol Hofer. Come forward, please, as your name is called. Carol Ratner, Brian Ratner, Jamie Ratner, and Gail Lansky.
May you be blessed with love. May your admiration, appreciation, and understanding of each other foster a love that is passionate, tranquil, and real. May this love between you be strong and enduring and bring peace into your lives.
May you carry gratitude and wonder in your hearts for all the blessings that surround you and for the love of those that care for you. And may your sense of humor and playful spirit continue to enliven your relationship.
May you be best friends and work together to build a relationship of substance and quality. May you respect each other's individual personality and perspective and give each other room to grow in fulfilling your dreams.
May you be blessed with wisdom. May you continually learn from one another and from the world. Together, may you grow, deepening your knowledge and understanding of each other and of your journey through life.
Blessed is the joy of lovers. Today, we celebrate with this couple as they freely unite in marriage. May you live in a world where this freedom is extended to all couples, allowing anyone to marry without judgment, impediment, or persecution.
May your life be blessed with the art and beauty of this world. May your creative aspirations and experiences find expression, inspire you, and bring you joy and fulfillment. May you find happiness together in adventures big and small, and something to celebrate each day of your lives.
May you be blessed with community. May you always be blessed with the awareness that you are an essential part of a circle of family and friends. May there always be within this group love, trust, support, and laughter. And may there be many future occasions for rejoicing in their company.
I'm going to wrap the 2 of you in this talit. This talit is, Ori, this is your father's talit. And I hope, as the 2 of you stand as close as you can be, if you could take this side, there you go, that you feel his love here. As Lisa, I hope that I know that you're feeling your father, Jimmy's love here as well. The 2 of you are standing wrapped by a talit, which celebrates through the mitzvot, represented by the fringes. Just what we shared with that wedding band, that love is not just a feeling, love is what you do. A mitzvah is not a feeling, a mitzvah is what you do.
Mitzvah is a commanded good deed, which means that you perform these acts of love and kindness in moments when it's easy and in moments when it's less easy. And in those moments, may they be a great many in your lifetime. Your love can continue to grow and unfold. This is just the beginning of a very long chapter of love for the two of you. And when you offer of yourselves every day, in good moments and in bad, I know you continue to go from strength to strength. And so I want to share a moment with you. You are celebrating this joyful day in our moment of joy. In our people's tradition, this is Sukkot. This is our holiday where we are commanded to live in basically an upgraded chuppah. We can have some walls, but not four. We can have a partial roof, but we need to be able to see the stars. We are commanded to live outside, away from the homes we've created, away from the lives we've created. It's not meant to be comfortable. It's not meant to be easy. But our rabbis teach we are commanded to feel joyful. And we are commanded to feel joyful because this is a moment where we celebrate and know that joy does not come from the things that we can touch. It doesn't come from the things that we can measure. That joy comes from holy things. That joy comes from love. And as the two of you stand in this chuppah, what better symbol could there be of love? And what gifts the two of you bring to this love. You fill this chuppah with what love can be. Ori, as you're standing and holding the hand of your beloved Lisa, Lisa, you are someone who brings and will continue to bring so much to this love and connection that we are celebrating today. When Ori first met you, he was blown away by how beautiful you are. And, he told me this, and Lisa, he came to know that you are someone who has an energy to you, a vibrancy to you. Whether you're at the gym or doing 1,000 other things, you're always doing something. And that energy is contagious. And that energy is a part of Ori's life. And that energy is something that you bring to everybody here. That energy is something that has allowed so many people to come into your life over the many chapters that you've enjoyed. I know that there are friends from elementary school here, from high school here, from college here, from your jobs, each one of them. And even when that chapter of your life may be over, the friends that you have gathered in that chapter continue. You are someone, Lisa, whose life grows over the years, whose relationships deepen over the years, who looks at the world as full of possibility and is contagious. Right? And that's why so many people gravitate to you, have become a part of your life. And I know that of all of the people who have become a part of your life, it is Ori who is the greatest recipient of this blessing. You give, Lisa, with your whole heart, with your full self. And what a gift it is to everyone lucky enough to know you. And Ori, you are someone who also brings so much to this relationship, to this love that we're celebrating today. You are someone, as Lisa said, when you first met, he's just so handsome. And you did. And then she came to see that you're also always moving, right? Whether it's soccer or biking or Peloton or whatever. There's always something, Ori, that you're excited about. Right? There's always something that you are doing. You are someone who is fascinated by people. As I think Lisa shared with me once, you could get a good story out of a cactus, right? I mean, you're so interested in other people and other people's stories, and you know that every single person in this world has a story to share. You're someone who comes to any interaction with an open ear, an open mind, and an amazing smile that just brings that story out of them. Or you find people to be not just interesting, but sacred. And that comes out in your work, that comes out in the relationships that you build, that comes out as you have grown this love with Lisa over the years. And I should also say that of all the things that has drawn Lisa to you, is the kind of dad you are. That is who you are, Ori, at your core, and the love that you share with Alana is good and pure and sweet and devoted and energetic. You are someone who was coaching soccer since she was 5. You're there at the robotics competitions. You're listening to the flute practice, even when it's not the easiest instrument to hear sometimes. But you are there, Ori. You are there, and you show your love by showing up. And at every opportunity you can, Ori, you've been there, and you will continue to be. That is how you show your love, by being there. And when you are there, no matter who is there with you, you can't help but feel that love that you bring. And so that's what we celebrate today. It is an interesting commandment to be joyful. Most of our Torah, God does not care or dictate our emotional state. God cares, as I shared in the beginning, very much what we do. But what we feel, God is usually more interested in other things. But on Sukkot, we are commanded to feel joy. It's one of the only moments in our entire tradition where we're commanded to feel. So why, our rabbis ask, why are we commanded to feel a certain way on Sukkot? And it's because, our rabbis answer, that this is a moment where we're meant to not just celebrate joy, but to remind ourselves what brings life joy. And I can promise you, it is not a fancy house. I can promise you it is not a big car. I can promise you it is not a big bank account. That's what our rabbis teach. All you need for joy is the person whose hand you're holding, is a couple of good friends, is a good meal to share outside. You don't need very much for joy. And as I've come to know the two of you as a couple, what you've taught me and what you teach everyone lucky enough to know you is that there are precious few things in life that bring joy. Chase them. Those are yours. And that is what we are celebrating today. So long as you have the hand and the love of the person whose hand you're holding right now, your life will be good. It will be joyful, and you will walk from this chapter of joy to many, many more to come. Chazak, chazak v'nit chazek, from strength to strength. May the two of you be strengthened. And we together say, Amen.
Amen.
Amen. And so, we have a blessing to share. This blessing goes back to the prophet Jeremiah. I'll take this. The blessing goes back to the prophet Jeremiah. Jeremiah lived in a difficult time in our people's story. As the temple was destroyed, the prophet Jeremiah survived the destruction of Jerusalem and is surveying the damage that has been caused and overlooking a landscape burning. Jeremiah cries out, "There will never again be heard in the cities of Israel and in the streets of Jerusalem. There will never again be heard the sounds of joy and happiness, the voice of the groom and the voice of the bride. There will never again be joy." But our rabbis in the Sheva Brachot take Jeremiah's lament and they change one word and then add it to the pinnacle of our wedding blessings. They say, there will always be joy. So long as there are people like the two of you, Lisa and Ori, who love each other, who are devoted to each other, who are committing their lives to each other, there will always be joy. No matter what is happening in the world beyond, there is joy here. There is joy here. There is joy in the person whose hand you are holding. You remind us what brings joy to this world. And so I'm going to quote the prophet, not the prophet Jeremiah, but a blessing that dates back to his time. This is the priestly benediction, a blessing that's been shared by parents to children that I am lucky enough to share with the two of you now. This is the oldest blessing that we know of as a people. And we got a lot of old blessings, but this is the oldest one we have. And this is a blessing that teaches us that we have the gift and the ability to bless each other. And so as I bless you, I know that you will carry that blessing and bless each other every day of your lives. Yivarechecha Adonai ve'yishmerecha. May God bless you and keep you. Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chunecha. May God show God's face to you and be gracious unto you. Yisa Adonai, Adonai elecha, v'yasem lecha shalom, shalom. May God show God's light to you, shine God's face upon you, and grant you the gift of peace. to which we all say, Amen.
Amen.
Amen. And so, we are at the end of our wedding ceremony. And as we conclude our wedding ceremony, wow, I told you it would fly. I want to go back to Abraham and Sarah, who lived in a world just as imperfect as ours. But some people, few precious people, had the privilege of looking into their tent, into their home, into the love that they brought to each other, and by example made the world a more loving place. The two of you are committed to this world broken as it is. And through the love that you share with each other, you are committed to making the world more whole. We have the privilege of looking into this love right now and being more whole because of it. And I pray as you break the glass and begin your married lives together, that you go out and through the love that you share with each other in the many happy years to come, make the world a more whole place as well. So I'm going to place the glass on the ground, or you'll step on the glass. You will give each other a kiss as we all welcome you to married life.
Mazel tov!
I used to wake up feeling real stressed. Now I wake up feeling real blessed. I'm in the sunshine and living my best life. There for a minute I was feeling real rough, until I saw that what I had was enough. I didn't know that I could love it this much, but I'm feeling good, feeling right.
Thanks so much for listening.
You're all I need to get by. Like sweet morning dew, I took one look at you, and it was plain to see you were my destiny.
Open wide, I threw away my pride. I'll sacrifice for you, dedicate my life to you.
Come on, baby. And when I lose my will, you'll be there to push me off the hill. And there's no looking back for us. We got love, shown up, that's enough. You're all I need. an eagle protects his nest. For you I do my best. Stand by you like a tree, and dare anybody to try and move me.
Darling, you are fun. Stranger, I was torn down. Don't know what's in store, but together we can open any door. Good for you.
Come on, baby.
Inspire you.
I know you can make a man out of a soul that didn't have a goal. 'Cause we got the right foundation, and we're love and determination. You're all I want to strive for and do a little more. You're all the joy under the sun that runs into one of your. You're all I need. You're all I need.
You're all I need.
To get by, I need to get by. You're all I need to get by.
Give it up, y'all.
Congratulations on finally tying the knot. Lisa waited a long time to find the right one. And Ori, you're the one. From the beginning, I could feel this spark. And when I met Ori's mom, we connected right away. So we were hoping that we would get to this day. Carol, I love you. Where are you? Right there. Okay, we're both Carol, we're both crazy, and we love our kids, and we love each other. Where's Greg? Where's Greg Lippert? That was off the cuff, Greg. He asked me if I was going to go off. I said, probably. I love the way you both feed and connect off of each other. That you, Ori, participate 100% in all that you do. Whether it's the dishes, cooking, grocery shopping, loving and caring for Fonzie. My hubby, Jim, just watched me do all this from afar. Thank God times have changed. That's for all of you now that are married. Ori, now I can officially call you my son-in-law, which I've been doing for months, but felt like this is even before they got engaged. I couldn't help myself. So, but I really consider you a second son. Brian, you're number one, he's number 1.5. Alana, I love you, I welcome you as my bonus granddaughter. You make me happy, you fill me up inside when I'm with you. So let's keep going strong forever. And I welcome you also with open arms to this Ratner-Lippard contingency. And now I have Noah and Lila, who I love more than life itself, and you, Alana. So I'm rich. It's not the number you have, it's the quality of the people you have. I'm amazed how many family and friends from around the country are here to celebrate. When Lisa was 3 years old, and she was in preschool, I remember being told by her teacher, who was a sister, Grace, I'll never forget her because we stayed close for years, came up to me one day when I picked her up and said, I want to tell you something. I said, yeah. She said, I did a sociogram. If you don't know what that is, it's a test that explores relationships of people with each other. So the results showed then, at age 3, that most people in Lisa's class chose her to be with. Like you had to choose who you would most like to sit next to, play with, be with, and she won. I mean, and the reason for this story is, if you look around this room, I'm like, my twin sister Gail, I love you. She says, I haven't seen you this happy in 25 years. Well, probably 45 years. I just feel so rich, like I have a new family. I love all her friends. Let me tell you who's here. There are people from not elementary school. Somehow she blew them off. Not the neighborhood. I mean, she likes them, but starting with Ellsworth dorm friends at Shady Side Academy, yay. Camp friends. Shady Side friends whose parents were my best friends but weren't invited. There was no room because she had all of you friends for them. And then, by the way, half of this is off the cuff. So, anyway, back to the sociogram. I never forgot it. It touched my heart. And this is the result. That every person that I've seen tonight that I know, have gotten to know through Lisa. Oh, by the way, I have to keep going. Santa Barbara, San Francisco, work, CEB. What's the other one, Lisa? What? Oh, wait a minute. University of Vermont College. I mean, come on. I never saw anything like it. It's just a beautiful thing. Looking at all of you. Anyway, I'm almost done. And then the gym friends, where are you? If I forgot, you tell me right now. I don't think I did. I think I got every group. But listen, I love you all. All right, so, thank you. So let's raise a glass and toast the newlyweds. Lisa and Ori, I love you both. Now, one more thing. On a little more serious note. Neil, Jenny, I can't read this. Very much missed tonight is Lisa's dad, my husband, Jim. Ori's father, Gadone, Carol's husband. My dear brother, Tommy, who just died on June 7th, who I was so close to, and his wife, Susie. My sister-in-law, Judy, who's married to Steve. He's over there near my sister, and over there. His wife, Judy. This is sad. Three of my sisters-in-law have gone. Dawn, you better stick around. He's my last in-law. And also Steve and Judy's son, Andrew, who sadly died when he was 7, but I wish you were here tonight because you would have been the oldest cousin. He would have been. So, and one more person, Jimmy's sister, Janie. They all died of horrible, lung disease. Did I miss anybody, Lise? What did I forget? I love you, Carol. Not as much as I love you. Anyway, and my parents, and Tutia now, they're all smiling and looking down on us. Let's all dance and have a blast. Bye.
To follow that, they said 3 to 4 minutes. I took it more like 34 minutes. There is so much material here. Oh my gosh. Follow my mom, my God.
My sister.
Oh my gosh. Whenever I call my sister, this is what I say when I call my sister. Hello, Dink! So that's how I'm starting this. We are thrilled to be here with Lisa, Ori, and the most important people in their lives to celebrate their union. We are also grateful that they planned this epic wedding weekend. Given what we have all been through during the past few years and the recent passing of loved ones, we know that having this celebratory time together is so extra special and so cherished by everyone in this room. This hit home last night when almost every person I saw was just so happy to be at a wedding and couldn't remember the last time they've been to one. We also know that it is bittersweet that certain people are not in this room in body, but are undoubtedly here in spirit, especially Jimmy and Gadone. I believe they are here with us, beaming with pride, with a Moscow Mule and gin and tonic in hand. And so as we eat and drink and converse and sing and dance and laugh and cry, we have been and will continue to be thinking of them. Growing up, my sister always bossed me around. It was a lot of yelling and plenty of fights. She'd usually win. She ruled the roost in our house and the neighborhood. We started to get closer as we became teens,
She'd drive me to Shadyside Academy. We were both in their boarding program, and we connected in a different kind of way. We'd gossip and sing in the car to and from school, which made us think we could be the next Donnie and Marie Osmond. And living together on campus, she'd look out for me. There was a lot of hazing in the boy dorms, but the older guys took it easy on me because they were friends with her. We formed a new kind of relationship when I visited her at UVM. Let's just say her friends, some of whom are here, got me to try a few things for the first time. Which my sister took great delight in because she always felt I was such a goody two-shoes. But please don't ask those friends at the bar tonight what I'm talking about. After college, Lisa moved to Santa Barbara and worked for Patagonia, where every visit meant awesome free merch. I then moved to LA, and we would spend time together in Santa Barbara and later in San Francisco, where she worked for the Great Place to Work Institute and settled for a very long stint. We had so many great times with her friends, some of whom are here. We took hill walks, indulged in delish drinks and meals, took amazing trips around the area, including with our parents, which were some of our most special times together as a family. When I moved back to DC and married Jamie, and we had Noah and Lila, I know it was tough for my sister to be far from her nuclear family, especially when my dad was struggling through health issues. So almost exactly 11 years ago, she made the difficult decision to move to DC, to be closer to us and our parents, and make a career change. She was leaving this amazing life and her West Coast family that meant the world to her. This was so tough for her, and how special it was. This is so tough for her, sorry. And I don't think I ever have properly expressed my gratitude to her for taking this leap, and how special it has been to live in the same city with her, and for her to be present as my kids' cherished Aunt Lily, while developing an even closer relationship with Jamie and her entire family. And now, with my mom here, we all get together as one big family for holidays and special occasions, and we take for granted that everyone not only loves each other, but actually really likes each other. That includes our dogs, Fonzie and Zumi, who are the best of dog cousins. As we got older, it's probably safe to say that we at times have flipped roles, and I started bossing Lisa around, so a bit of karma, but also served as a sounding board and confidant as she went through big life and work decisions. I am honored that she trusts me in this way. I admire my sister so much for charting her own path. She has always been fiercely independent and beats to her own drum. My dad used to say he gave her the wings to fly, and boy has she flown. She is very self-reflective and always attentive to her self-care, emotionally and physically, which makes her such a centered and grounded person. Lisa has a love for music, especially live music from Fish and the Dead, drinks, food art. The Steelers, like the rest of us, of course. Important causes like the environment and the fragile state of our democracy. Good cheer, a good party, good company, and good conversation. Never without a question or follow-up, like never, ever. You know, there is no text you will ever send Lisa that will go without an answer. And 9 out of 10 times, it will be a question. These qualities are why Lisa has so many genuine friendships built up over 50 years of loyalty, commitment, and unforgettable experiences. From home to school, to camp to work, from the East Coast to the West Coast and beyond, through her extensive travels. She simply puts the time in and has never missed an occasion to celebrate an opportunity, or missed an occasion to celebrate or an opportunity to spend time with someone else. I believe this is why so many of you are here, from near and far, to celebrate her on this momentous occasion. Lisa met her match with Ori, and it was worth the wait. The first time we met Ori at dinner, I was struck that he talked more than she did. And my mother, for that matter. And they were both okay with it. Jamie is still the quietest in the family, that's for sure. I used to joke that I grew up in a loud home, and Ori fits right in. But I kid. It's the right kind of noise, the good noise. He leads our family in Jewish holiday services and brings his own freshly baked challah. He is interested in what you are doing and going through. He talks soccer with my kids. He knows a lot about a lot, so he can easily talk sports, politics, and the news of the day. He squeals at Fonzie right before or after my sister does. He helps out with everything and everyone when he is asked to and when he is not. And I cannot express the relief that my mom has, okay, and me too, that he is handy and he's so good around the kitchen. Ori is an uplifting person to be around. He lights a room up, never down. In a word, Ori is a mensch. And it's clear where it came from, his father. I had the pleasure of meeting and talking to Gideon at my sister's 50th birthday party. He expressed such interest in me, Jamie, and our kids, and our experience as entrepreneurs. He was soft-spoken, yet so passionate in talking about his own entrepreneurial journey, his family, and all things Michigan. He was filled with joy that Lisa and Ori had found each other and felt that they were soulmates, a comment which I have waited until now to share. When I left my discussion with him, my first thought was, he was such a mensch, and it was clear where Ori got it from. There is one thing that I take issue with Ori about. Got a whole nother page. 34 minutes. He looks younger than me, which I'm sad to say has been highlighted by many people many times over the past few years. What a match he and my sister are. He likes to travel as much, eat as much, cook as much, talk about food and everything else as much. He loves Fonzie as much and is passionate about the things she is passionate about, other than the stupid nicknames she calls everyone. And she now has developed such a loving bond with Alana, is going to Friday Shabbat services, going to weekend soccer games, playing pickleball, vacationing in Michigania, and rooting for Michigan sports teams. It's so evident to all of us that, like Gideon said, Lisa and Ori are soulmates, partners in life, living every day to the fullest with joy, passion, love, fun, and excitement. We have no doubt that this is what they will continue to do as husband and wife.
Lisa, I'm so lucky to have you as my sister-in-law for the past 20 years. We have so much in common, such as food, shopping, traveling, shows, and theater, and I truly love being around you. You're fun, creative, adventurous, unique, a great friend, and a good listener. Ori, the first time I met you, I remember saying to Brian on our car ride home that I loved you and prayed it worked out with Lisa. The more time we have spent with you, the more I have enjoyed being around you. I tried to set Lisa up a few times over the years, including with a guy who was one of my clients who performed as Spider-Man at children's birthday parties. He obviously was in good shape, but let's just say he turned out to not be the best conversationalist. On the other hand, Ori, while you also are in great shape, I'm always in awe of how you seem to just know something about so many things, so it's always so fun to talk to you. I feel that Jimmy, who was the best conversationalist, would have loved talking to you and spending time with you. Being a parent to 2 teenagers, I think I can speak with some authority when I say that you are a fantastic and devoted dad to Alana, so patient and involved. We have loved seeing Lisa's relationship with Alana develop over the years. Together, the 3 of you and Fonzie are a wonderful and inspiring family unit, so caring and supportive of each other. You and Alana are also such a wonderful addition to our dynamic overall family. Lisa and Ori, you have so much fun together and are so great to be around as a couple. You're always doing the most interesting things and embarking on new adventures, traveling, seeing friends all over the country, trying the best new restaurants around town, and going to the coolest events. You simply complement each other so well, and I don't think I've ever seen you argue. I love you and am over the moon that you have found each other. As I look to the future, I can picture the four of us laughing, eating good meals, traveling the world, and playing pickleball.
So on behalf of Jamie, Noah, Lila, my mom, and our entire family, we raise our glasses and toast the newlyweds. Lisa and Ori, we wish you a life of love, happiness, and totes delish bites.
As someone who's been married for now almost 23 years, I know you probably want to hear some marriage wisdom, but don't let the beard fool you. I've only really learned one thing, which is your sister's always right. So, I wanted to just talk about when we first met Lisa, which was when we went to Michigania. And do you remember what you told everybody after we got home when they asked, how was she? She's awesome! So there's only one thing more exciting than being able to welcome Lisa to our family today. And that thing is welcoming Fonzie. So I'm going to just offer a quick toast to raise a bowl to Fonzie. Because he really was just wonderful. But Lisa, you are awesome. And every time we came back from Michigania and hanging out, we would say to each other that,
You better lock it down.
Lock it down. So I'm going to pass it to my bride here for a follow-up.
It's funny that you told the story about who was bossing who around as growing up. Despite being the younger sibling, I was the boss. He won. And one of my favorite memories is watching this home video of me as a little kid, where my brother is playing with a toy. He's like on the rocking horse or whatever, and I look up and I pull him off the rocking horse, and I get on the rocking horse, and he happily just goes somewhere else, finds another toy, and you literally see me look up, see what he's doing, get off the rocking horse, go over there, and try to take the toy away. And he, of course, just sweet as can be and accommodating and just let me have it and was kind and just loving big brother. But he better watch out because I might pull him up, knock him out of the way, and go after Lisa as my own, because that's how I feel about you coming into our family, and could not be more thrilled to have you as a sister-in-law, and just such a perfect fit for our family and for me. It's all about me. Love you, and so happy that you guys are together, and love my brother with you. I mean, just everything about it is just great, wonderful to see. So thank you for being part of our lives.
A toast to Ori and Lisa.
Ori and Lisa.
Oh.
I'm Ori's mother, and believe me, it was a challenge to raise these two kids. When the rabbi raised the question that Ori could talk to cactus, my granddaughter turned to me and she said, "He got that from you." When Ori was 3, we had an interview at Montessori, and he was wearing a Tupperware bowl on his head and a cape. And the person said, "Is he fixated on superheroes?" And I said, "No," and I was afraid he wouldn't get accepted to summer school in Montessori. And then his first report card was, "Boy with a vivid imagination." When he went out to Utah to ride the skeleton, his Jewish mother said, "I don't see any airbags." And he said, "Mom, as safe as a car." And the girl that went down the sliding after him could not tell you what year it was. So I was put in the position of trusting him and watching him look for adventures all the time. And when we met Lisa for the first time, our hearts were wider than anything, that these two had found each other and that he had gotten his soulmate. When I met Carol the first time, we were at dinner, and I came in and she was wearing a poncho, and I said, "Oh, that's so great for going to the restaurant." She said, "What color do you want it?" It was in my house before I got home. And then she took the menu and she put it in front of us, and she said, "This is the best thing that ever happened to Lisa." And we've been in love with each other since then. Thank you.
So Alana asked me last week, who are you most excited to see? And the answer was easy, because what I was most excited was to experience having all of my favorite people in one room at one time. So it wasn't about one person or two people, it was just all of you gathered here together to celebrate this special day.
So how lucky are we? We have friends here and family from 18 different states, from California,
Arizona,
Colorado,
Missouri,
Illinois,
Michigan,
Pennsylvania,
South Carolina,
Florida,
New York,
New Jersey,
Connecticut,
Rhode Island,
Mass,
Virginia,
Maryland,
DC,
and Georgia.
Yeah, and if we missed anybody, we're sorry, but there you go. Oh, yeah.
No, Colorado.
Colorado. We said Colorado. We counted you. So, in addition to all of you, though, there are a couple of people who aren't here tonight, and we've talked about them. Their memories and spirits certainly are. Jimmy Ratner.
Gedone Hoffer.
Were huge parts of our lives. Unfortunately, I never got to meet Jimmy. But through the stories I've heard from all of you, I'm sure a terrible towel is waving somewhere this evening.
And I feel so grateful that I got to spend time with Gedone, including 3 years of Camp Michigania, where it's the Hoffer's happy place. And he made me feel a part of the family from the minute we met. And from the twinkle in his eye, I could see his joy for Ori and me.
So we forgot our drinks, but let's raise a glass to them and to all of those who left us too soon, including Lisa's aunts and uncles.
Who we already mentioned earlier, but Tommy Lippard, Susie Lippard, Judy Lippard, and Jane Warren. And we can feel their presence with us this weekend and tonight.
But tonight is about happiness and joy, so raise them again and let's celebrate!
Walk in your rainbow paradise. Strawberry lipstick, state of mind. I get so lost inside your eyes. Would you believe it? You don't have to say you love me. You don't have to say nothing. You don't have to say you're mine. Honey, I walk through fire for you. Just let me adore you. Oh, honey, I walk through fire for you. Just let me adore you. Like it's the only thing I'll ever do. Like it's the only thing I'll ever do. Your wonder under summer skies. Brown skin and lemon over eyes. Would you believe it? Hey, you don't have to say you love me. I just wanna tell you something.